I was going to say hi, but who am I saying hi to? No one, so what's the point? But just in case, so my name is Paul Murphy, and this is, I'm looking in the wrong place, I do apologize. This will be a very boring video of me writing. Bye-bye. I got pen down. Paper. I miss the days of pads, really. This is not a new song. 2 days ago I wrote a song called Your Day Is Done. And, oh God. And that was just a 4-verse song. Just, you see the word just, it's a 4-verse song. It was what it was. It was a rocker. And a rocker. And then I lowered it down to an acoustic format, and yesterday another 4 verses got added to it, purely because I couldn't think of what song to play, so I just wrote some more of that one. And I woke up and I said, I've let 2 verses go by. Hi Pigeon, how you doing? That will never come back. That's happened. Yeah. You got to get it down when it comes. And I was thinking, now what was that word? If you think of the key word, then you can, the rhyme will reclaim itself because it's in there. But it is gone. Oh, I've just found my Sex Pistol Filthy Lucrator CD. So, come on, weary old carcass. That's what's supposed to be a poetry recital this morning. The best laid plans of mirths and man. I just want to look at the sunshine, really. Anyway, you do what you want to do. Now. Come on, fingers, you're going to work a nut. Not would seem to be the answer. You sons of bitches. Ah! I'm sorry. I can no longer feel anything in my fingers, you see, so. And, come on. So I'm aware that there is a pen in there, but. Grizzle, grizzle, grizzle. You're pissing me off beyond all imagination. Son of a... Shall we begin? Oh man, I'm so sorry, the fingers just aren't working. So what did you do at the weekend? Did you have a good day? Good 2 days? I'm being heckled by pigeons. Feed yourselves, you're going to have to get used to it soon. I think this is the last songwriting video I will ever do. There's nothing except, you know, a sickness really. Watching someone in this much pain. No offense in this particular one you didn't know, but, you know. Oh, God above. Except there is no God above. You know what a guy said to me yesterday? I had a haircut come around, this lovely Jordanian guy. And that's the reason why I'm scratching my head all the time at the moment, because he put some kind of spray on before I could stop him, and it was burning my scalp and nothing less. Because obviously, you know, all the nerve endings are. And he said to me, I said, this would be the last haircut, I'm afraid. I said, because, you know, I'm not going to, I won't last much longer. Nonsense, he said, you'll be around for years to come. And you're a 22-year-old Jordanian barber, you know. Bless you, you know, but I think it's safe to say you don't really know what you're talking about, you know. And so, but I let it slide by, and I said, you know, it's terminal. No. And he said, by the mercy of God, he said, you can be saved. I mean, I let it slide by. Why would I want to, you know, if he needs something to believe in, if he needs that crutch to lean on every decision he makes every step of the way, then I didn't want to take that away from him. But for, you know, his statement to have any validity at all, firstly, you have to accept that, I mean, he doesn't know. Because there's so many gods, you know, so, you know, whatever God he believes in might not be a God that I believe in, although, spoiler alert, you know, I've already told you I don't believe in one, because there isn't one. And for the first part to be relevant, it would indicate that God knows who I am, you know, and which seems highly unlikely to me. And the second part from it is, I knew that was going to happen. My legs had given out. That's the sound of one of my leg braces snapping open. This is fun, huh? I slipped into Ed O'Neill mode down. Well, I get to. And secondly, you know, if you work backwards from his statement and invert it, for his God to, him saying that his God could save me, you know, if he chose to, well then that, by definition, means that God has decided not to. God has decided to give me motor neuron disease, a hideous, vile disease that takes away everything about a human being. And he's chosen not to save me. So, well, that's not any kind of God I would want to come round for a dinner party. How about you, you know? That doesn't sound like a God of goodness and peace and love and light to me. That sounds like a really nasty, spiteful, evil little bastard. Don't you agree? So, but it's all a moot point because there is no God. Shall we try again? I'm going to get 2 lines so far. I've already lost another verse while I'm doing this. Actually, I haven't got 2 lines. I never finished the second one. This is just going to be another 4 verses. I mean, this song could go on forever. You know, this is a kind of song that can have like 1 million verses. And there probably are 1 million verses too. Stop it. I've spent 9 years until I knew what I had, you know, but even now you think, for years, you know, for the first 5, 6 years, I was going along going, well, so I lost the ability to run, you know. And you put it down to old age because you believe the doctors, which is the worst thing you can do because they turn out to be lying, corrupt idiots, you know. Or they're completely mentally ill, which is just as bad, you know, either way. You know, there's not too few doctors in the health service, there's too many bad ones. You have the same patients going in and out again, and the conditions gets worse and worse, which takes up, it's more time consuming each time, you know. one bad doctor doesn't just cost his £150,000 a year salary, if you factor in his expenses, and his £200,000 a year into his tax-free pension box. It is the cost in all the time it takes of the patients going back in and again blocking the system up. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, and you just go, if only I could, you know, if I could run for 2 miles again. If only I could run for a mile again. If only I could run again, just in short bursts. If only I could speed walk again. If only I could walk again. You know, and it's just been like that for 9 years now. I'm pretty sick of it, you know. Cross the Rubicon, I'm afraid. And even now, just if only I could just write again, you know. So I've gone from bench pressing 45 kilos a day to playing guitar and playing saxophone and playing piano. You know, all this is lost, and you just think, if only I could, you know. It's like up to 3 weeks ago, I could still write, you know, I could still hold a pen, maybe 6 weeks ago, I guess. And that's gone now, you know. I'm trying to recapture what that line was this morning. You lose the verse, you see. The time that you can do. So I've just written the word everybody, and the pain is just so bad, you know. And it's taken all the verses away. I'm sure you don't want to hear all this. I wouldn't either. You want to hear happy stuff on the internet, yeah? And that's fine, you know. I totally understand that. But other people are having this, and other people are being let down by the health service, being diagnosed too late, misdiagnosed, and then when the real diagnosis comes out, don't. I'm seizing up now. They're covering up the previous mistakes, you know. You want to hear a true story? I had a doctor, you can hear this, don't take my word for it, purely accidentally, the visit got recorded. I know not how. I think that one of the nurses must have accidentally touched one of my voice recorders and turned it on against without my knowledge. And so I explained at the start, it is almost 3 years to the day since I had a diagnosis of a functional neurological disorder. And I said, that's not what he said. He said, likely. I've read the neurologist report. I said, read it again. I'd explained to her at the start. Doesn't matter if he saw me yesterday. Same with you. Whoever you are now, you go to the doctor today with anything. Like a pain that won't go away in my ear. It started yesterday. I fell off a ladder yesterday and I've hurt my wrist. You know. And he pulls out a piece, you know, I've had this blinding headache for a week now and it won't go away. I've got this cough that I've had for 3 weeks now and just, you know, I can't clear it and stuff. I've had this pain in my abdomen, you know, for 6 weeks now and I'm concerned about it. And the doctor looks you in the eye and says, well, you saw my colleague 3 years ago and there's no mention of that on the paper from that day. Piss off and stop wasting my time. You would go, are you mad? How can you have seen it 3 years ago? Because it wasn't there then. So I explained this to this overpaid doctor in quite polite terms. As I say, you can hear the audio recording. Thinking that then she would see the logic of what I'm saying. So forget all the previous paperwork and look at what you can see with your own eyes sitting before you. So we got that, and then we went all through this nonsense for a 45-minute meeting in the end, and she looks at me, she says, well, and I said, look, can you prescribe me Rizulol, which is the only medication known to slow down muscle wastage? No, I can't do that, she said. She didn't say why she couldn't do it. I said, well, the pain is now so bad, I said, that I can't. It's impossible to take enough over-the-counter pain medication to make the pain go away, because it would kill the body, because the pain doesn't go away. Floor doesn't even touch it, it doesn't even touch it. So the amount of over-the-counter pain medication you need to take just to make, because it's in your entire body, to make the pain go away, would make it go away because it would kill you, you're little with. And there's me there, I just started getting ill there. This film here is 2 years before they said I started getting ill, and you can see the pictures behind me when I've got my son and everything, Probably not. So this is very strange to me, Anyway, what the hell was I talking about then? Yeah. I said read it again, because it doesn't say I have, it says likely, but it also says Mr. Murphy, I've examined Mr. Murphy, and I recorded that guy, the assessment as well. Likely functional motor neurological disease, probably caused by the stress of losing his children. As you can see, I had it 3 years before I lost my children. And all he has is slight muscle loss, lower left leg. I expect his condition to improve. What does it look like? All I've got is, there's nothing left of me, This here isn't gut, this is my intestines, because all my stomach muscles have gone, and so this is like 30 miles of intestines. You can see, I'm water. There's nothing left to me, you see. I'm just a water and pain, that's all I am. So even then, this lousy vermin GP looks up and says, well, Dr. Mallam said the same thing. And I said, listen, again, that's 2.5 years ago. Dr. Mallam doesn't know if I'm still a man. I could have had gender realignment, I could have had lobotomy by now, I might be blind, I might have no... It's immaterial. 2.5 fucking years ago, look at what's saying. They clutch at any straw to cover up. And so I said, well, I recorded Dr. Mallam's assessment as well. I said, and for 32 minutes, all she did was what you've done, is to quote this other one. And then at the end, she says, well, let's have a look at you then. Can you stand up, please? And I try and get out of the wheelchair, and I fall on the floor, because there's no... And then she goes white, and then she examines it, and... 3 times, so where was I going with this? I don't know what the hell I was saying about now. I think I was trying to say why I'm making these videos. Because people need to know. Because you can't... Because you wait a year for an assessment, yeah? And then if it's wrong, you don't have a second chance. By the time you get the next assessment, you're already beyond any kind of slowing the disease now. So it's a death sentence. And this is why I do it, because you need to not take doctors at face value. They don't know what they're doing. The first thing they will do is protect their own career. The second thing they will do is, how can I not say anything that's going to drop the first guy or the first woman in the garbage and end their career? And then the third thing they do is try and save the patient, So that's why I kind of do this stuff, so you can see it in front of you. I would still have died, but my death and my descent would have been slower, and I might have seen my children out of school. My oldest child is still only 11 years old, No age for 2 children to lose their father so unnecessarily, Meanwhile, the people that misdiagnosed me are still earning £250,000 a year from the taxpayer and going on misdiagnosing other people. And it's not a one-off. As I've said on many occasions, you go on the BBC website, there are 2,000 known cases exactly the same, or if it's a neurological, mine, but you only have to look at the blood scandal in the UK. 70,000 cases, sometimes 30 years to get any kind of justice. The people that made those mistakes, they had a well-paid job for 30 years, no repercussions. Should we try and write a song? Where did we get to? 20 minutes. I forgot what I was going to rhyme with. Oh, that's it. Disenfranchised. Everybody realize you're so disenfranchised. That's hard to say. How am I ever going to sing that? How do you spell disenfranchised? I'm just saying how painful it is for me to write. Oh, is this the longest word in history? Yes, I didn't. Yeah, the neighbours don't bark at my pigeons. I think they should gang up on it and just all fly over it and just crap on it from a great height. And then they should do the same to my neighbours. Who, when I was in hospital in 2021, their workman, whose brother-in-law, came in and stole all my gardening tools. Not realising, you can't see it, but there's a camera up there on the camera. This is a true story, I'll tell you. So I came back, where the hell's all I've got a log cutter, a tree cutter, and what else had gone? Oh, the leaf blower. And, I mean, they smashed my garden up as well. Well, I want to put a fence down, is that alright? I said, yeah, go ahead. And I got taken to the hospital and came back, but they'd done it from my side, so they'd smashed up all my patio and everything to put this fence in. I was in my wheelchair in the kitchen when he came round. What's up with you then? I think I'm motor neuron disease. You gonna die? Unfortunately I am, and unfortunately you're not. Yeah, so I hobbled up there in the garden. Came out of my walking frame. I said, yeah, my garden tools. What are you talking about? What are you talking about garden tools? I said, well, I said I had a electronic, it's not log cutter, it's a branch cutter. I said, well, I had an electronic branch cutter and a leaf blower, I said, that you seem to have wandered off with. You're fucking accusing your stuff. And I pulled out the camera, put it on play. I said, no. I said, the video is. I said, should we call the police? Oh, it wasn't working, he said. So I put it in my car, I was going to take it home and have a look at it. So you came into my garden, you stole my garden tools. Oh, it's not working, so I'm going to put it in my car and take it home and see if I can make it work. What the fuck's it going to do, you think? Who the hell are you? Yeah, you know. But it just goes on here all the time, you know. There's a guy who I knew for about 40 years, lived down the road. Dear Derek, I keep looking up for heaven because, well, maybe there was a heaven for him, I don't know. And he died in 22, I guess it would have been. I was in hospital again at the time for a couple of months, and he died while I was in there. And they broke into his house. They were going to be clearing it out or something or another, and these vans turned up. These clearance people were all supposed to go with these skips that the executors had put into his front garden, what was a front garden. And they turned up with vans, and I just emptied his house out. He was 86, I think, when he died. Somerset's a lovely place to live, ain't it? That's not your soda, is it? Y-O-U''R-A. I'm going to take some of the poetry out of this and just kind of make it a little more humorous. I don't think I'm going to get this finished because 25 minutes, these things on a video for 30 minutes. My brain has already finished the verse and I've only got 2 words in. I missed a word. I should say we never once connected. This song is like so fast. So I've already finished the song, but it's crawling through the morass of pain to try and get each character down, let alone a syllable, let alone a word. Whoa, come on. get this in. Yeah. I just gotta wait for the hands to come right now. I'll do the recital of it. Come on. There's only 5 words to go. Heartbreakers is such a long word to type. Oh. Man. Yeah. Okay. The annoying thing is I've got more verses coming, but I can't do it. I need to know the time, because I always write the time down when I'm doing it. I've got no means of seeing what the time is. 13:31. Mm. 10:52. What's the date today? 17th of June. I'm 63 years and 1 week old. When I say the time was 10:52. I can fill in the date later. Okay, so well, this is actually verse. Oh, sorry, page 3. Of Your Day Is Done. It's the nature of the song is you always have to write the last line. So anyway, so can I read it with that? Your animosity was too high a cost for me. The irony's not lost on me. That's how we met. Everybody realized you were so disenfranchised from honesty and lies. You need a net. We never once connected. You're the last one selected. How does it feel to be rejected by everyone? No offers and no takers. No love makers, only fakers. Your lips no longer heartbreakers. Your day's done. That was, oh, there was still the video of my children playing. I was thinking, who's that coming into my house? That was a lot of pain and a lot of chanting. For 4 short verses. That takes it up to 12. And as I say, that song is one of those that could be 100 long. Okay, I think we need to quit now, yeah. I've been Paul Murphy and you've been you.